So let's talk about Jadon Sancho. Sancho, and Sancho. Exactly, Sancho. Before proceeding to the video, do me a favor, quick one. Like the video, very, very important for the growth of this channel. If you're not subscribed yet, I will appreciate you subscribing. Do that for me too, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Sancho is a funny character to me. Like, it is so shameful that some of you have the audacity to defend the poor behavior of Sancho, saying, oh, the manager trimmed under the boss. The same manager that gave him 3 months last season to get his acts together, trimmed under the boss. The same manager we are hearing from the Athletic, very, very viable sources, saying there were times the manager needed to send Sancho a reminder to get to training punctual. This is a professional footballer paid over 300k. Let's forget the money. For some of you who are calling the money, because to whom much is given, much is expected. This is a very, very average footballer. Let's be fair. There's something I was actually having a conversation with my friend. Shout out to him. We're saying if Sancho wasn't English, wasn't born in England, he might never have had the opportunity to play professional football because he is not good enough. If you go to the street of Senegal, Brazil, Argentina, Nigeria, you will see young men better than Sancho. We know in life sometimes the best do not make it. Time, chance, and opportunity can give you certain fortunes you might not have gotten with merit. There are better players than Sancho, but what Sancho had in his favor that he was born in England, he had the access to academy, and he was born in a right location. As a footballer, can we stop this nonsense of the stint he had at Dortmund? Sancho is not world class. See, this is what the English press does. They overhype English passport carrying players. If it was that good, what happened at Manchester United? Let's not forget, he struggled to get into the Pep's first team, right? And he said, no, I'll go somewhere else and get playing and prove my worth. Then he goes to a lower league. Let's be fair, the German league doesn't come close to the English Premiership. That's on merit, right? He goes to a lower league in Germany, does relatively well in that league, comes back to England. Your true ability will still show. He is not good, regardless of the hype. Sancho is not as good as a lot of Manchester United fans, a lot of English fans are superimposing on him. See, guys, wake up and smell the coffee and take away your biases. Sancho is not the player you are projecting him to be. Now, the manager, for me, shouldn't have, in my opinion, right? I understand, even though I'm still on the manager's side, you shouldn't have left him hanging to dry. But if you look at it on the other side, no matter what the managers will have said regarding Sancho, Sancho will have replied. Now, regardless of how you feel about the manager, quote unquote, trimming the balls, when it was asked and was said, he said Sancho did not make the cut because he's not training well. You do not have to respond to your manager on social media. You blew it up. You know how the media will lap it up. You shouldn't have done that. I don't know who are your advisors or your friends or your family. You shouldn't have done that. Now you did that. You should have taken that post down same day and have a talk over with your manager and resolve the issue. No, you left that post for a week. How arrogant. You left that post for a week, and according to reports, right, you had a meeting with your manager a few days ago, and you still refuse to apologize. This is not peak Ronaldo or Messi. He doesn't come close in terms of ability or goal scoring. This is a player who has not actually played for England for the last 2 years. This is a player that cannot even break into the Manchester United first team, but has the arrogance of a marquee world-class player. Make it make sense. I will understand where your arrogance is coming from or your confidence. If you were playing well, scoring goals in droves, dribbling, making goals and assists, I will get it. But you're playing poorly, you are off form. How the content creator actually say that Sancho was the best player in preseason? Is that how the standards of Manchester United are falling, that we are going to bring his form in preseason as a yardstick? This is crazy. You are playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Banter aside, Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. But yeah, these players think they are doing Manchester United a favor. Ten Hag has to actually stamp his authority and on his foot down on this insubordination. You can't allow this to fester. Now, according to reports, we are saying Sancho is training away from Manchester United first team because he refused to apologize to Erik ten Hag over his comment made on social media. How arrogant can you get? Most men will talk in their ego and apologize and dare the issue naturally. But no, he's standing 10 toes down on his commentary. Who are his advisors? Who are Sancho's advisors? Who are his parents? Who are his friends that can talk some sense? Sancho is barely 22. He is not fantastic. He's average. He's overly hyped. And this overhype has got into his head. Shout out to you fans. You stands, you are part of the problem. You gas up players when they have a decent spell or a purple patch. You start gassing them up, and this gas gets into the player's head. Sancho has not won any trophy for Manchester United. He hasn't had any man of the match performance for Manchester United. I don't think he has actually won player of the month for Manchester United. He's one of the highest paid players. He's very consistent. He's always sick. He comes to training late. He's not training well, but he has the confidence of a world-class player. Make it make sense. One of the underwhelming players having the confidence of a marquee star. Make it make sense. This is the nonsense that is caused by the progressive woke nonsense of the modern era. Well, when you actually call players and challenge them, they think they have the audacity and temerity to rebuff their bosses, those in charge of them. They think they have the audacity to rebuttal, to push back, to stand their ground against those who are their bosses. Ten Hag is the manager. He picks the team. You might not like what he said. You do not respond, at least not on social media. You can go to his office and iron it out, but you don't do it publicly as you've done. Let's say hypothetically you're planning to leave. You think your potential suitors of any other club are not watching how you're handling this issue. They know you've handled it poorly. They are poorly behaved. They're saying it. After Manchester United, where do you think Jadon Sancho will end? Where? Which other big club in terms of size and clout, close or similar to Manchester United, will take on a player like this? And some pundits are actually defending this insubordination and bad behavior. For me, it's good reasons to bad rubbish. He has been sanctioned. He's now training with the youth. Hopefully, they terminate his contract. You have to lay down a marker so that other players who are not seeing similar ambitions of insubordination can see what's coming down the pipeline. You have to do that. Shout out to Edu and Arteta. We had a few players who did not do as bad as this, but we got rid of them as quick as possible. Terminate their contract. Write them off. No club should tolerate arrogance and insubordination from any other. No player is bigger than a club. No, I don't care who you are. Even world-class players do not act this way. They're not bigger than the club. The club comes first. Guys, let me know in the comment section. What do you think about how Manchester United and Ten Hag have handled the situation? Do you think it has been good? It has been timid? Or do you think it has been poor? Let me know in the comment section. Do not forget to like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate that. And make sure you turn on your notification bells. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao.